here are 5 spoiler-free tips and tricks to start your journey off on the right foot in Pokemon Legends Z-A. For more videos like these, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing for more Pokemon Legends Z-A content. And if YouTube gave you access to the hype feature, make sure to hype up this video as well, it helps out the channel a lot. Thanks. For tip number 1, we're going to go over how to get ahead in the resource game. So the sooner you do this, the much better off you'll be as the game progresses. After your first night in the Z-A Royale, you'll be able to accumulate win streaks that go beyond the required amount for your promotion match. Stacking up additional wins can net you a large sum of cash very early in the game because when the night ends and the dawn comes, your total win streak is used to calculate a multiplier for the amount of cash that you can get at the end of the night. If you're interested in acquiring more drip or rare items or Pokeballs early, then you're gonna want a lot of cash on hand. Additionally, the NPCs roaming the city during the day or fighting in the Battle Royale at night might just hand over some free items. Any such NPC will have a yellow text box coming from them. So if you see any yellow text box, make sure to strike up a conversation with any of these NPCs. At night, during the Battle Royale, some of the opponents that you defeat will also give away free items or heal your team. Tip number 2. In this game, after the tutorial, the game will span a limited day-night cycle that you'll have to somewhat manage. Time will begin to move and won't stop for anything that you do. To make the most of this, you'll want to tackle side quests during the day or explore rooftops to get rare items or rare Pokemon to build up your team for the nighttime Battle Royale. At night, you'll want to win as many fights as possible to get all that money that we just talked about in the first tip. Because of how time works in this game, there is one segment in the tutorial that I think you should abuse. Not only does the game lock the day-night cycle, they also give you a lot of freedom, especially for where you're at in the story. By using this time to roam around without pushing forward further, you can actually snowball your progress quite easily. Once you get to the local bureau and are tasked by Emma to carry out 3 side quests as part of a tutorial, you'll be given almost unlimited freedom to explore to your heart's content while still being locked to that daytime. Before or while doing all 3 of these side quests, you'll be able to visit every single wild zone that are available so far to beef up your team roster. You'll also be able to, and you definitely should, explore the rooftops of different sectors of Lumiose City to acquire not only powerful technical machines, such as Water Pulse on the rooftops of Wild Zone 6, a ranged attack with pretty decent base power for the time that you can get it, plus it can confuse your opponents, adding extra utility. You'll also be able to find rare and powerful wild Pokemon on the rooftops, such as Abra, Hawlucha, Rilou, and even Eevee. If you're interested in the specific locations of these mons, I'll be dropping some video guides very shortly, so stay tuned by subbing to the channel. On the topic of exploration, no matter what part you're at in the game, if you see any sludge and or bramble branches in the city, you'll be able to get rid of them by applying fire to the bramble branches and water to the sludges. Sometimes, powerful and rare items lie just beneath the sludge or inside the bramble. But even without those items, your active Pokemon will still get XP for doing so. Sometimes these obstacles can actually lead you to rare Pokemon or give you a handy shortcut. Tip number 3. The sneaking mechanic makes a comeback in Legends CA. Not only is it useful for landing essentially 2 free attacks on any opposing trainer within the Battle Royale, it is also very useful to catch Pokemon with. When throwing a Pokeball while a Pokemon is unaware, usually when you're behind them, you'll be able to perform a critical catch, which has a much higher chance of succeeding in the catch. The chances for a catch to succeed is displayed next to a targeted Pokemon in the form of up arrows. The more of this, the better. In Pokemon Legends CA, after defeating a wild Pokemon, there's actually a period of time where you can throw a Pokeball at it. It is important to note though, that you are not guaranteed to catch it this way. So if there's a Pokemon you really want, especially early on, consider using a stronger Pokeball like a Great or Ultra Ball on any higher level Pokemon or rare Pokemon you're looking to add to your team. In combat itself, there are 2 distinct move types that you should keep in mind, ranged and melee attacks. Melee attacks are usually faster but require your Pokemon to be right next to the opponent. Some melee attacks will actually put you right next to your opponent, like Quick Attack or Bullet Punch, while other moves actually go in a linear line that can be dodged. The same can be said about ranged attacks. Sometimes it's a beam, sometimes it's a tracking orb, and sometimes it's a projectile that lingers on the field, dealing additional damage to any foe that walks into it or stays in it. While this is not a hard and fast rule, long-range attacks usually come with a much longer cooldown compared to melee attacks. Another thing to note too is that the speed of your Pokemon actually influences the cooldown of your attacks. And lastly, this one is a bit more advanced and can be very useful potentially in online battles. We'll have to test out to see if this works. But if you smartly time when you switch out one Pokemon for another, you can avoid damage altogether.
Nope.
For quicker moves like Quick Attack, this might be a bit difficult, but for slower charge moves, you can actually time this pretty well. If this works in online ranked matches, you'll know for sure a skilled player from a non-skilled player by how well they use the switch out mechanic. Question for you all: which starter Pokemon did you choose to start your journey with? Let us know in the comments below. No matter which starter you chose, even within the first 2 hours of the game, Legend ZA's early wild zones and explorable rooftop areas offers quite a nice variety of type coverage to help round out your team. For example, in those first couple hours, you'll have easy access to 3 varieties of water, grass, and fire type Pokemon outside of your starter pick. And even then, there are some pleasant surprises that await you very shortly after the tutorial. This is a small spoiler, so skip to the timestamp on screen if you'd like to remain fully unspoiled. 3, 2, 1. By finishing the initial 3 side quests to advance past the Looker Bureau portion of the tutorial, where you not only get a free Heracross and opportunity to catch an early Sableye, but you'll also be able to take on 3 new side quests that will net you the Kalos starters. If you'd like to unlock Fennekin, the side mission is located at Magenta Sector 2, right next to the Magenta Plaza. If you'd like to unlock Froakie, the side mission is located at the far northeast corner of the map in Huan Sector 8. If you're interested in unlocking Chespin, the side mission is located at Rouge Sector 2 near Restaurant Locale. Not only do you get access to the Kalos starters, but you'll get 1 of 3 Kanto starters from a side quest named A Call from Mabel. She'll just literally call you and say, hey, come over here, I got free stuff for you. I'm not exactly sure what the trigger is, but I got this quest when I got to rank W, or W. As for our final tip, be mindful of the amount of wild Pokemon around you before you attempt to battle stronger Pokemon like Alpha Pokemons for example, especially in the early game. Getting bombarded from all sides can be tough and especially dangerous since you cannot use your evasive role while locked onto an enemy and issuing commands. Not only that, but early on you won't have a lot of spread moves to hit multiple Pokemons at once. With how chaotic everything can get, you and your partner Pokemon will be catching strays left and right. And if you take too many of this, you'll find yourself back at a Pokemon Center. And by you, I really mean just you, because if all of your Pokemon on your team are wiped out, while fighting a wild Pokemon, you can still revive them and run around and dodge attacks until you can heal up your Pokemon. But if you yourself were to get hit too many times, it's over, bro. And there you have it, 5 simple but powerful tips to start you off right in Pokemon Legends ZA. If you have any other fun tips and tricks that you'd like to share with the community, leave it in the comments below. For more Pokemon Legends ZA goodness, check out this video on screen right now. My name is Varsona, and I'll see you in the next video.